How irritating is it when you spend a full hour on a call with a lead, everything's going really well, it really seems like they need your coaching program, but you get to the end, drop the price, and they tell you that they can't afford it, even though your price point isn't that high and it's something that they really need. There is a fix to this, but it can involve overcoming some pretty strong limiting beliefs. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through the journey of overcoming those limiting beliefs, both for yourself and for those clients, so that when you get to the end of your calls, people pay you. And look, once upon a time, I was that broke lead. Back in the day, I was considering investing into a business mentorship, which was about 6,000 USD. Now at this time, I only had about 1,000 USD in my bank account. It was probably even less than that, to be honest. Do you want to know what happened? I actually got the program. And you're probably thinking, whoa, where did you magically get 6K USD from? Or how did you get the program? Was it a pay on results type deal? Did you do a split pay? I didn't do any of those things. I gave them 6,000 USD in one transaction on one day, and I got the program. And it was all because I got asked one question. The sales rep on the call asked me, look, Tom, like, it's really clear that you need to do this. It's really clear that you are going to get a lot of value out of the program, and it's going to be something that really pushes your business forward and takes you to the next level. So if I told you that I could give you your dream house, your dream car, your dream family, your dream watch, your dream set of golf clubs, whatever the hell it is you want to spend your money on, for the same price as the program, would you somehow find the money? So what he was asking me there is, okay, if I could give you something which had a way bigger perceived value, like a mansion, like £1 million house, or, you know, a Ferrari or something like that, and it only costs you 6,000 USD, would you somehow go and get that 6,000 USD from somewhere? Let's use a little bit more of a brutal example, because he also said it like this as well. If I put a gun to your head and said, if you don't find 6,000 USD, I'm gonna pull the trigger, would you somehow do it? Now, my answer to those questions was, well, obviously, yeah. Obviously, I'll do that. And that's when I realized, that's when I learned that investing in yourself doesn't come down to the resources that you have available. It comes down to resourcefulness. There's a story about Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. There was a turning point in the business of Amazon in the early days, where in order to keep it afloat, he needed $250,000, $250,000. And he didn't have that, and he'd maxed out all of his credit cards, he'd loaned money off all of his friends. There was no lines of credit. He couldn't get money from anywhere. He had negative funds in the bank account. He went to his parents with this problem, and do you know what he got them to do? He got them to sell their family home so that he could take that money and invest it into the business. Now, of course, his family his parents are billionaires multiple times over because of that investment, but that's resourcefulness. When somebody really wants to make something happen financially, they do. So, when it comes down to your program, when it comes down to online coaching, we have to position your offer in a way which makes it such a strong priority in their lives that it's enough for them to become resourceful and start to behave in this manner. Of course, don't get people to sell their houses to buy your coaching programs. That's not what I'm saying. But people will find the money to go on a night out. They'll find the money to get, you know, a new Garmin watch that they wanted, or a new laptop, or a new television. If their car breaks down or they get a surprise tax bill, they're gonna get the money from somewhere. So the fact of the matter is for like little gimmicky desires or pleasures that they want to chase, they will find the money for. Or when it's for somebody else, like the tax man, or, you know, the mechanic, the insurance bill, whatever it might be, they will find the money. So why aren't they doing that for themselves? And this is the shift that we've got to get your clients to have. And if you can help people overcome this, and again, the first step to helping people overcome this is this belief and this understanding seeping into you as the coach. Because them saying that they can't afford it, it's not really true. What they're saying is, no, this isn't a high enough priority for me to actually go ahead and find the money. That's what they're saying, right? So again, this is where we can rethink a few things, especially like around your your offer. I just want to read my notes here, especially around your offer. It doesn't come down to the money that they have, it comes down to the money that they can get. So again, your offer must be high priority and potent enough to make them get it. But the next thing that needs to be in place is your system around your sales. Because we need our clients to arrive to this conclusion. And maybe you've just had a paradigm shift while watching this video and you've had a bit of a aha moment when it comes to, oh, that's why some coaches can get broke people to pay them and I can't. And we need to change that. But the offer is the first thing. The second thing is going to be the sales system, because throughout this process of getting a lead to buy, we want to make sure that we're overcoming these limiting beliefs around the finances and putting them in a position where they're empowered to pay you. So what this looks like is in between somebody getting on a sales call with you and you actually setting that sales call, we need to somehow update their software. We need to somehow, for lack of a better word, brainwash them. We need to give them this understanding and belief and help them shift their identity to somebody who does prioritize where their money goes. Because, listen to this, people pay with their dollars or with their pounds on what they care about the most. If you look at somebody's bank account, you can see where their priorities lie. And here's the kicker. Your clients are currently prioritizing the wrong things, or your potential clients, they're currently prioritizing the wrong things, which is why they're in the situation that they are in. And what I mean by that is if you look at their bank account and they're currently not a healthy person, then it's likely that they are investing in unhealthy things. Takeaways, nights out, alcohol, smoking, God knows what else, Krispy Kreme donuts, right? If you look at their bank statement, you're going to see where that money is going. So it's not even that they physically don't have the money. They physically do have the money. It's just getting allocated and prioritized in the wrong areas, which is causing them to have their current reality. Now, what you'll find, and we've done the maths on this, I've been doing this stuff for like 10 years now. We've done the maths on this. When people start investing in their health and get a coach, instead of spending money on Krispy Kreme donuts, alcohol, whatever the hell they spend their money on, they actually have more money. So, not only is it something that improves their health, but it improves their finances, because they stop wasting money against their health. Not to mention the fact that once they do get into shape and their confidence increases, that has then a knock-on effect in other areas of their life, such as their job or their business, which makes them more money, their relationships, which makes them more happy. When they're more happy, they go into their work in a better headspace, they attract more positive energy, which attracts more money. It goes so deep, this whole financial thing. Now, the most important thing is that you understand this and you have belief systems that support what I've just spoke about there. Because if you're getting on a call with somebody and you're trying to kind of shift their mindset towards this, you yourself can get poisoned and deluded by their mindset around money. And this is the last thing that we want. And again, this is why subscribing to this channel and tuning into myself and listening to what I'm saying here is a really good idea, because we need to sort of brainwash you. And again, I brainwashed myself into becoming successful as an online coach and making 10, 20, 30K per month. We need to do the same with yourself, but we've got to make sure that you're surrounding your brain in these beliefs so that you can instill these beliefs onto the people that you're trying to help, so that number one, they can invest in themselves. Number two, they can change their goddamn lives, and in some scenarios, save their lives. Because let's be honest, right? If somebody is at a dangerous weight in terms of their body, then it's likely that they're investing in all of the wrong things, all the wrong foods, and spending time doing, terrible things. And the knock-on effect of this, you might think, oh, is it not a little bit cruel to sort of change somebody's mind to make them get the money? And I'm going to reveal, you're probably thinking, yeah, but where are these people going to get the money from? Don't worry, I am going to reveal that in a second here and talk about that logistically. But ultimately, if we can get people to do this, you are going to save some people's lives. I've saved people's lives by getting them to become resourceful around the finances and pay me money. And that's just the truth of it. Because if somebody is overweight, they have less years on their life. They might be instilling those unhealthy habits onto their children, and maybe their children's children, right? So think about this, from you not getting them to make this decision, or making this decision, it affects their potential bloodline and their lifespan. I know it sounds like extreme, but when you're dealing with people's health as an online coach, it is that extreme. Like it is that important. It really, really is. And most online coaches don't see this, which is why they can't sell with conviction. They can't get people who don't have the money to find the money to join the program, or they can't get people who do have the money to join the program. So these are really, really important things to understand. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, Tom, like, how do you get the money? How did you get the money when you invested 6K into a mentorship back in the day? Well, there are loads of different ways. Main one being loans. And this sounds crazy. Like, it sounds like, am I really going to get people to take a loan out of the bank to join my program? Well, if it's as deep as it could save their life and it could add years onto their lifespan and instill healthy habits onto their children and their children's children, then, I mean, you tell me what's more ethical. Getting them to take that little bit of a financial sting and get a loan to improve their life in the next 5 years, 10 years, to, number one, be financially better off, but number two, live a longer life. What, you tell me what's better, that or them having to go through that financial sting and get a loan. Is it nice? Does it feel comfortable for somebody to get a loan? No, it doesn't. Like, and that's the truth. Like, is this a nice thing to do? Maybe not. But it is certainly the ethical thing to do. It's certainly going to save and improve people's lives. It's also going to make you money as a coach. So, in the next few videos, I'll be talking through, might not be the next few, probably be a few videos down the line. I am going to talk about like the actual financial objections and how to actually have that conversation with somebody on a call. So if you want to see that, subscribe to this channel. And if you want to have a chat with me one-on-one where I can actually install our client Get Him system and making sure that your system does help people overcome these limiting beliefs, so that when they're getting to the sales call, they're kind of already primed with this mindset, then just go to the link in the description. There's a short video to watch. You can book a call with myself and I will personally install this into your business and help you get to the point where you're not dealing with as many broke leads in the future. Cheers for watching. Take care.